What is up, guys? Annie's here, Guild Forever. Gonna give you a brief little review for Ultraman, the movie. Well, technically, it's called Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy Legends, the movie. And yo, this was definitely a monster battle. This was definitely a bash of monster battle movie. But honestly, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved it a lot. And let's be real, Ultraman Zero literally handled the entire situation all by himself. Well, except toward the end when Ultraman Bale, again, I apologize if I butcher that name. I'm horrible with names. But when he turned into that giant colossal kaiju, yeah, that's when Ultraman Zero needed the help of everyone in order to take him down. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, the most interesting character has to be between Bale and Zero. I feel like Zero's character definitely hold a big premise throughout majority of the movie. You can say Rei was like one of the key. Yeah, Rei was actually the key for. Like, he was one of the key characters. Oh, wait, I'm getting into the review. Wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. I gotta get into my usual spiel before I continue any further. So, don't forget to like this video, comment, sub if you haven't already, and, wait, I said watch the video. Damn it. I said it wrong. Hold up. Retry. Wait, don't forget to like this video, comment, sub if you haven't already, and then watch this video from beginning to end. That way we can finally hit that YouTube algorithm and become monetized on YouTube. Because once again, guys, we have the sub count, we need the watch time. So please watch this video, this particular video, the YouTube video, from beginning to end, so we can finally hit that monetization. And besides, as well as I am on the road to 2K. So we're getting there. I noticed, like, day by day the channel is growing, the community is growing, and technically my community has been more bigger than ever before, especially toward around the end of this year. With starting out with, it all started when I brought out like, anime is like, it's anime, but don't worry, guys, like, I'm still gonna do anime reactions. That's one of my main key points of my channel. I'm still gonna do that, but I'm definitely going to be implementing Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and possibly Super Sentai Rangers. I do not mind getting into that, because once again, I saw the Power Rangers when I was a kid, and I love that. But I heard that Super Sentai is better in terms of story base. I don't know for sure, but you guys let me know if you wanting to see Super Sentai as well on this channel. I do not mind that completely at all. I love Super Sentai ever since I was a kid. I haven't seen anything related to like Power Rangers, Super Sentai, or anything like that in a long time though. The most I feel like, no, not really anything I can think of. But again, I wouldn't mind bringing it over to the channel, because we have Kamen Rider, we have Ultraman. Hey, why not do all the big three henshin of the? I don't know. Would you say Ultraman is a henshin within the henshin era, more or less? I know Kamen Rider is. I'm pretty sure Super Sentai is as well, but I'm not sure about Ultraman. That's kind of not sure about that one. But either way, this movie has been fantastic. But oh yeah, one last thing I wanted to say. Sorry guys if I go off on a tangent. I'm on and off like that. But whatchamacallit, you guys definitely want to hit the like button to this video, because if this video gets 20 likes or more, I'll react to either another set of episodes, whether it's Ultraman Z or maybe the sequel to this movie. Because I do need to say this, guys. Someone gave me a list on all the Ultraman series, and some people might think, oh, it's intimidating, you may not want to see all that because it's a lot. Bro, I'm an OG, okay? Like, I love stuff that are older series. I live for stuff like that. that's toward my biasm, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But of course, I still like whatever is new and going on recently. But when it comes to something OG, I lean towards that a lot, very heavily actually. But what I'm trying to get at is that I've already started reacting to Ultraman Z. Do you guys want me to continue with Z after this? So basically, if this video gets a certain amount of likes, or like, so pretty much 20 likes or more, I'll go into a set of 3 episodes for Ultraman Z. Or I can get into the sequel of this movie, or again, I'll react to something more back then for Ultraman. Because here's the thing, I'm not overwhelmed with how much of Ultraman I have to see. Not at all. Not at all. What I am slightly overwhelmed with is how the order is supposed to properly go in order to get the best experience that I can. So I'm going to have to say this. The power is in your hands, guys. Please, I can't stretch this enough. Please help me out. Where should I start from here? Be 100% honest with me. It does not matter how old it is. It doesn't matter how new it is. You guys let me know, and I'll continue from there, whether it's a series or a continuation of this movie or what on and so forth. So please let me know, where should I continue from here. That way I can continue to press this even forward. Because again, a lot of you guys tell me that the Ultraman universe is heavily connected to one another. So if I need to watch things at a certain order in order to get the best experience possible. And I honestly don't mind that. You guys just need to help me out on where should I go from here moving forward. Because unlike Kamen Rider has no particular order. I can watch wherever story at my own leisure. That I do appreciate. But yes, this would be something I really appreciate you guys helping me out with. So please let it be known in the comment section down below, what should I watch moving here on forward, and be 100% honest. Okay, be 100% honest with me, because I really do need help with this, and I very much be happy with you guys helping me out. Okay, so please, I'd appreciate it. Let it be known in the comment section. But anyway, getting back into the topic of this movie. This movie was amazing, dude. Golly, this movie was so good. Look, some of you may believe, but isn't it a bit too simple? It was just monster battles. It was this or that. Guys, you're talking to the guy that watched the OG Japanese Godzilla movies on VHS when I was a little boy, and that was honestly one of the most influential parts of my life. Like, for me, the most influential parts of my life was Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Power Rangers. Let's be honest, it's Power Rangers. Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, Ultraman, and then kaiju battles, for example, like Godzilla or something. Those were the pivotal moments of my childhood, and they still are I still hold them near and dear to me to this very day. So this was definitely up my alley. It definitely had an old school feel too, which I thoroughly love. A lot of the settings of the movie that took place feels like it could be referenced from Star Wars, and I'm going to be completely honest, which is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing whatsoever at all. It's just I like the comparison that you can give, because it gives it more of an enjoyable factor, if that makes sense. All the Ultraman designs, to be honest, like, some of the designs are very similar here and there, but I can tell, like, they're different in their own way. And I gotta confess this, the biggest thing that I liked about this, and I hope they do it more in the future, is that we had an evil Ultraman. And honestly, that is really, really cool. I think that is an amazing concept. Hopefully they touch up more on that on the future and not just in this movie series. But either way, I am happy nonetheless with Ultraman. I've never been disappointed with Ultraman at all whatsoever. If anything, the more I see it, the more I become more hooked in it, and low key, I feel like I'm opening the door to my inner childhood again. It almost makes me feel like I'm what when it was like it makes me feel like I'm 9 or 10 years old again, which is not a bad thing. And don't you dare go to screensaver mode, you bastard. But yeah, I definitely thought that was one of the best concepts about this movie. BL was definitely an amazing character. I felt like he represented, but at the same time though, how can I say this? He was definitely a fantastic character, but I feel like, yes, I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys answer me this. Do you feel like Bale is like an Ultraman that really is evil of his own accord, or is it something that was kind of forced onto him? Because think about it. When he was exiled due to the for his lust for power and wanting to take the plasma, what was it called? The plasma crystal? The plasma? I keep forgetting. You guys inform me in the comment section. But and then he was exiled, and it's one of the raid brads that lineage, those life forms, monsters you could say, pretty much it infused itself within Ultraman Beale, and it corrupted him. But it was being absorbed into his being, it almost like he was trying to reject that existence outright completely, like he was trying to not let it control him. But of course, when it fused together with him, it's almost like Bale was, it's hard to tell, was he really himself, or was it the raid brad that was manipulating him this entire time? Like, is this him truly committed to being an Ultraman that only cares about his own selfish greed? Or is it something that's corrupting him because of the existence of that monster fused with him? So it makes me wonder, is it really him in control of his own actions, or is it the monster inside whispering things in his head? You know what I mean? That sounds kind of dark now that I think about it. But and then the final battle, yo, I just gotta say, man, Zero was honestly one of the biggest hype build-ups of this movie. Like, they were building him up, saying like, oh, he is the Ultraman of unlimited potential, and if he was here, we would be saved. And turns out, yeah, the moment he entered, the tide of the battle changed completely toward the Ultraman side. But of course, he had to go through training because he was exiled, but at the same time, not in completely, because he was being watched by the king. He was being trained to the point until he understands to let go of his lust for power. In a similar situation to Bale. Except Bale was completely exiled and outcast from home completely. It makes me wonder that, yes, Ultramen for the most part are down to their cores, for the most part anyway. I mean, look, this movie is proven that there are exceptions to the rules, that not every Ultraman is completely good-natured. Not all of them seek the same noble cause as the original masters or like heads of Planet Ultra. Some of them desire things that can speak of nothing but selfish desires. Look at Ultraman BL. Look at Zero. What almost became of him. It feels very ironic in a way. Like, Zero was fighting someone who he could have been. If it were not for his father, he would have just been another Bale. And like, him being revealed that was his father. Okay. But in the end, Ultraman Bale, he's not done. He's not done. He's alive, and I wonder how much of a comeback is he gonna make this time around in the sequel, cause he got completely thrashed by Zero. For me, it looks like he was no match for him. Zero is someone that he cannot beat. And then, of course, as we like I said, it honestly came down to Rayonix. It came down to him to pretty much completely outright, like, he was the key to finishing off Bale. He what was necessary in order to potentially change the tide of the battle toward the Ultraman's favor. So, but at the same time, like, it makes me wonder, was he an Ultraman? Because his form design low-key reminded me of an Ultraman form, except it wasn't. Like, it's hard to say, because like the design was similar, but it was definitely, it looked like it had monstrous features. Like, it looked like an Ultraman, but at the same time not completely. So hopefully you guys can explain to me more on that, or I could just learn more of it once I get further into the story of the Ultraman universe. You guys help me out with all that. Like I said, make sure you tell me in the comment section down below. But again, that's it for this video, and god damn, I'm about to lose my breath. I'm about to lose my breath right now. So hashtag all of us Ultraman. Hashtag all of us Ultraman in the comment section down below. By the way, Ultraman, not men. I meant to say Ultraman. So yeah, comment that in the comment section down below. That way it lets me know you guys watch this video from beginning to end, and I'd heavily appreciate that. So please, once again, for the watch time. But if you don't want to watch the video all the way through, then hit that like button. Like, if you can at least hit the like button before exiting, that'd be enough. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Peace. I'm out.